Hey Leos, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back, guys. Let's see what we have for our lovely Leos. Okay. Oops. It's jumped off. It's jumped off and it's wait. Somebody's asking you here to wait. Wait for me. They don't want you to give up on them right now. So somebody's asking you to wait. Let's see. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Wait, let me tell you first I love you. Let me convince you first. This is what's happening here. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So you're not to give up on something or somebody. It could be a job, it could be a person, a dream, something like that you have. You're being asked to wait. It's coming. Trust the process, okay? Some conversation is coming which will be very important. It may not even be with the person that you want it to be from. Just remain teachable, right? The world teaches us from everyone and everything. So even, you know, sometimes you might think this person's an idiot, but even sometimes a clown will, you know, have a jewel to tell you. Remain teachable, okay? Let's see. Okay, the Emperor. Okay, somebody wants a life of luxury, sees you as that, but their ego is getting in the way here. This is why you're waiting. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody's focused on their money. So for some, this is about a job. Don't give up on that job that offers a life of luxury. You're going to have some sort of epiphany moment where, you know, the idea just comes to you and you've got to roll with it. So definitely a great time here for you to be open, and you will receive downloads and ideas here. But this feels like if it's to do with love, it's a love that is unforgettable. It's I've seen it, so I have to say it. A love that broke your heart here. And I don't think it's meant to be forgotten. This 10 of Pentacles is about legacies, something that we leave behind after we've gone. So it's like you came here for this love, and this is why it's so hard to let go of. This is why it's so hard to go through this experience. It could have even been your own ego that was hurt and bruised when this relationship came to an end, and you had to work through that and heal that and take off this armor that the Emperor is wearing. You had to wait for, you know, usually it might be that things go your way romantically, but this time it didn't. So you waiting was so unknown and unbelievable to you because you know, your ego served you well. The ego is about self-preservation, and here you're showing up as an emperor. So, you know, you was always abundant in this area, always had a lot of admirers and, you know, maybe the pick of the bunch. But this love was different. The love of legacies, you know, something that will stay with you all your life. So that's that 10 of Pentacles. You might have been expecting that, you know, very soon I'll forget about this person, and you didn't. And it's been very difficult, but you had to trust the process and seek out, you know, further explanations for this love. Prince of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, on the inside of this Emperor is somebody who believes in love, is a romantic, and believes that their Prince Charming or princess is out there. Something you waited your whole life to find, and then when you found it, you couldn't believe that, you know, you had to walk away from it. That's the 10 of Pentacles, a major ending shift that, you know, like I say, it's about leaving a legacy, leaving, you know, something behind, debris behind in you, let's even say. You know, the aftermath must have been heartbreak like no other. We saw the 3 of Swords, but it must have been a heartbreak like no other to leave so much debris behind. Queen of Swords. So it was about you gaining extra knowledge, learning through the loss of this relationship, this coming to an end, having to wait, teaching you patience, to heal yourself before going on to heal another or help another and things like that. So it's been a very different experience for you, this romance. I definitely feel that it's come to an end. I see separation with the Queen of Swords. We usually call her the divorcee, but she's about ascension and about learning through loss and remaining in strength. And I feel like this lesson, it was trying to teach you a different kind of strength, right? So it had to break you down, make you probably the most vulnerable you've ever felt in order to build you back up a different species of yourself here. So it was really, when we say with the death card, you know, an ending, it was really a death and a rebirth this time. And you're being asked to trust and have this blind faith. When you're not getting answers, when you're not, you know, having these heart-to-heart conversations, when you do have to wait for the answers to come to you and you having to believe in the signs that nobody else can see around you and things like that. Let's say even family might think you're going crazy at this point with this sort of ascension and this sort of spiritual growth that you've been going through here. But there is a conversation coming. For some of you, there's a love offer coming from this Prince of Cups when you're in this Queen of Swords energy. So you might not be ready for a relationship just yet. You might be getting offers but turning them down, because we see three people here. Of course, it could be a third party situation that happened and you cut yourself off, knowing your self-worth, finding out, you know, some unbelievable things, and you having to wait for them to work this out and go on that way. But when you love that much and you're invested that much, 10 of Pentacles there, you know, it's hard to let go of. I see why. 6 of Cups there. So this person will return to your life, the Fool. But first they have their own path and their own journey to be on, their own spiritual growth path. And initially that's hard to understand when we're going through breakups and pain and hurt, and somebody has, you know, hurt us that badly. It's maybe difficult that they have their spiritual path and you do too. That eventually it will cross when it's meant to cross. But right now it's separate. Your journeys are separate, the Fool. If they did leave to be in a third party, they may be exiting that third party now, the Fool, and going on and looking. Okay, 3 of Swords there, it came out. So yeah, it's in the heart of the reading. So I do see, you know, this was something that changed you on a cellular level, not just, oh, you know, I broke up with this person and it was just another idiot or something. This time it changed you. This time it reset you back to the Fool. Everything you thought you knew, you thought you were, all taken away in an instant with this heartache. Like I say, probably, you know, there could have been a third party situation, but for others, it could be that somebody crossed over and things like that, and they're waiting for messages, these heart-to-heart conversations to know where to go next. It's just that this was an incredible pain, this 3 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles, yeah, so definitely giving more to other people than to you, oversharing with other people. So even if this was like, you know, somebody you had as a friend and you invested in them time and energy, and, you know, you kept all their secrets, and still they were throwing dirt on your name, and you still kept their secrets and your honor there, your self-respect with the Queen of Swords. I feel like, you know, when people have wronged you, you kept it to yourself and, you know, was the bigger person. 6 of Pentacles, this person was expecting you to self-sacrifice and, you know, put in more for them than they were for you. And this really hurt because I think you saw it clearly that you was putting in, you know, a lot into this person, and then they went and gave to somebody else. That is devastating, right? The Hierophant. Yep, this is to... It feels like the dark night of the soul that you went through. The Hierophant is here to remind you this is, you know, for a higher purpose. You are a spirit here having a human experience. You'll gain wisdom from this that your soul agreed to before coming here. So all the pain was not for nothing. All the waiting is not for nothing. You're not waiting in vain. Just trust the process. Okay, and like I said, somebody's coming forward, and here they are, King of Swords. This is somebody who's open to communication. For me, this can be a twin flame connection with the King and Queen of Swords showing up. But it's two people who, one may be very, you know, defensive here and a bit concerned about what you're going to say to each other. But this is an honest conversation. King of Swords, honest. Queen of Swords, honest. So if they were with a third party, they could have, you know, taken the full, left that, gained some wisdom. Now they want this conversation. I see what I was doing. I was overly taking from you. I was stupid. I didn't know better. Whatever it is they want to say to you here. Maybe some listen to their mum too much and, you know, put you behind that person, and it was painful, and they just couldn't see what you was trying to express to them. Now you've both got to a place where you'll be able to express yourselves better. So this conversation is coming here. It seems like, you know, it's going later into the reading when we finally open up and see that this conversation will happen. Queen of Pentacles. So it could have been that, you know, you guys were married, or this person was married, and either there was a third party or you was a third party, and they you know, were saying, I'm going to leave my wife or my husband, and then they never did, and things like that. And eventually you got sick of them saying they was going to do something here. The Six of Pentacles, they didn't do it, so you know, had to pull back here. I feel like you've been waiting for this love, but right now it's best to take care of yourself with that Queen of Pentacles energy. You're staying in the background, where usually, you know, you find it very hard to fit in because you just stand out everywhere you go. The Divine's helping with that, giving you time and space, and this is the point of the waiting and the separation, to nurture yourself, to love yourself, rather than everybody else around you guys, okay? So don't feel too bad about separation. If you're going through a twin flame experience, just get those extra help and messages, that conversation, be open and remain teachable. Again, the Hierophant. So yeah, wisdom there. I feel like you had to leave behind a version of yourself that you was very comfortable with. It's like a child leaving a home, that Fool card there, and having to start all over again. Temptation, this is the Devil. So they definitely seem to be led away by the Devil. But if we see the Hierophant and the Devil, so the Divine and the Devil, right? So two sides of every story. And I definitely see, you know, that light side within us and that dark side within us. There's hope in this situation. There will be clarity and healing from this. You've just got to remain open to it, and you've got to trust that this is what you want. Ace of Wands. So then we have this passion ignite. So a conversation starts with a conversation, maybe leads to something else with that passion unites. Okay, good luck, guys.